Everyone, and welcome to another episode of Vine Panther Presents. Today we shall be discussing The Chi, Season 6, Episode 14, which is apparently the Halloween episode in the summer. I don't know what sense that makes, but what sense does this show make, to be honest? But anyway, before we get there, please like on the video, comment on the video, share the video, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. So please sit back, enjoy the intro, and then we'll start the show. Oh, wait. I got to do it now. Wait. This is going to be funny. Wait. You ready? I got to do it.
This is awesome. This is amazing. I love it.
It was psychological. It was emotional.
Extremely entertaining.
But as always, as we try to say here, as we said, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And as we talk about this video, please like on the video and comment on the video, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Yes, we're heading back to The Chi. It's summer, it's hot as fuck. So to see a Halloween episode, I was quite confused. To be honest, I had to get my head right. I'm like, what? Just stop watching this show and go watch Good Times, the animated series. I say again,
absolutely not.
Far more better for Black people representation, because this show,
what?
this show.
Are you kidding me?
Stop it. Absolutely. I mean, every word of what I said.
Dealing babies.
Yo, that baby has more sense than Emmett, and is a more respectable character than Nuck. Fuck Nuck. Okay, and this redemption that they're trying to give him. But anyway, we're getting to the positive. I'm gonna get to the negatives. I'm sorry. We get to the positives. I gotta think of one. I don't know if I have one for this episode. Does anyone have a positive for this episode? I challenge either one of you.
I have one.
Okay, all right, please.
It is hard when you have a child before you're in a relationship with someone, and the child's father is in the picture, kind of, sort of. It's hard, especially if you're in a living situation with the boyfriend, fiance, or whatever it is, and then now you have this baby father, right? And therefore, there's like this conflict between the actual dad and the man of the household, right? And so as the woman, you have to keep the peace, because at the end of the day, it's about your child, right? So, but you have to talk to one who's the dad and say, you know, I understand that you want to be in our child's life, but you have to respect that most of the time he lives in this man's house. So that's hard, though. Been there, done it. It's hard. It's a very hard thing. I have friends who've gone through it. It's not an easy thing, and I feel like Keisha is trying, but it's gonna blow up. And then, okay, I was getting ready to go into negatives. So let me
we said positives, Kim. We said positive.
Yes. Okay, let me just say this. I love Lynn Whitfield's fur coat. Beautiful red fur coat. I've seen Mary J. Blige in a coat like that, same color, everything. She looked fantastic in it also. And you know, I mean, Lynn Whitfield she's just, you know, I love her playing this character. I'm enjoying it. I think that's it.
Hey, Kim, you're doing better than me. So let's get to Jamon. Jamon, do you have a positive?
All right, so I thought that Marcus and Jake at the beginning of the episode, the way that they were handling things was solid, right? Jake ended up, you know, not finishing up strong with his little phone conversation at the end, but let's not get into that. I thought that Marcus was handling himself very well with, you know, I might not be here when you come back. And he was like, well, if that's all that it takes, then I'd rather you not be here. And I was like, that's a hell of a lot nicer than what I said. I just said, oh, well.
No, you're right. So this goes to the whole, are we taking Christmas photos now? I mean, like, this is too much. Like, again, I'm not sure what's happening with this relationship, but I don't need to see it Like either like whatever they think they're trying to do, I give zero fucks. I did
Okay,
all.
we're not, David, we're in positive.
Well, my fault. My fault.
Yeah,
I hear you, Giovanni. I hear you, Giovanni. He handled the situation well. Don't make demands on me. You can get up. Oh, I may not be here. Go, bitch. Go. Like you don't pay mortgage. I do. So you can.
Okay, so we're still in positives, David.
I agree with Giovanni. I agree with
But this
Giovanni.
is the thing too. This is the thing too. I mean, this is the problem that I see. I guess because I'm older now, and I remember being that woman who was like, "You're not spending enough time with me, and you always want to be with your friend." I remember being that person, but I was much younger than her when I was that person, and so to me, it showed her immaturity. But then also too, for some reason, people don't understand that sometimes men need to be with men, and women need to be with women, right? But it doesn't mean that your person doesn't love you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they don't have to constantly be underneath you in order for them to, be like, I want to be with you, right? And I feel like that is what they're trying to show.
I think she just needs a
they're
job.
Giving it a reason for them to break up, and then all of a sudden he's going to ask her to marry him. And then he's going to find out that she slept with
Shad. Finally.
Right?
Fine, yeah. But as we pointed out, they weren't even together when that happened. But that's a good point. But to your point though, we don't know Tiana outside of Marcus. Like she was a side chick to a side chick. Yes. Now all of a sudden she's like, I need commitment. And where are we going? Like you were Candy's sex toy for like a little bit, and then you were Victor's beard for a little bit. So what? I don't understand what's happening right now. Like, go find yourself a girlfriend and leave Marcus alone for a little bit. Like, hook up with the deaf one. Like, why can't we have the deaf lesbian like with Candy and Tierra? You know what I'm saying? I mean, at least she can use the fingers with both of them. I'm saying, like, hey, let me.
No, none of that is positive.
No, wait a minute.
Absolutely not, Giovanni. None of what you said was positive.
I got it. I was working on this joke all day because when I saw Candy, all of a sudden she knows sign language. And she's trying to translate between Duda and her new stud bitch. I was like, why are you using sign language with Duda? Like he knows.
No. That does happen. No.
If we jumping into that, I'm like, how the hell? I thought I watched this episode and I was like, where did I miss an episode? I thought it was a time jump or something. Because I'm right. Like, how did
Kim has an explanation. Kim has
No. I'm not saying that it's like TV fantasy world that that all of a sudden she knows sign language that well. But when you have a person who is deaf standing next to you and you're talking to a person that can hear, you have to sign so that they know what you're saying to that other person.
But her back was turned, so she. So there's
but she that. Could still see her. She could still see her. She could
none of this makes any sense.
No.
What do you call it? No. They had. I don't know how long they've been together because it seems like this has been one night, and now I need to get a gun to protect you. What? I'm like, what? Is Candy like the reincarnation of Sunshine from Harlem Nights or something?
She just throws it up in the air. And at least that relationship went over time. Like you knew they were fucking for a while. So even that movie had better character development than this shit. But no. I felt like he should be like, so you know sign language now? And she should be like, yes, because she is licking my pussy. And now I just want you to know that we are good together. And be like, oh, okay. And like, because I was like, what is going on here? And dude is like, yeah, I'm sure. I don't know anything about sign language. I'm pretty sure none of that shit was real. I'm pretty sure none of that bullshit sign language was real.
I'm like, we had criticisms about Only Murders in the Building. I'm like, show, you got to just throw it all out the window.
Again, Candy is a beautiful woman.
But Only Murders in the Building is at least a comedy. So
they know that they're being silly.
They know that it's a comedy.
There in her lingerie, I was like, okay, but I'm like, this scene means nothing. This means absolutely nothing. And then I'm like, again, where's your fingers, girl? Because you gotta be like, I see you, and like, but I'm trying to work with you. I was like, this is too much. It's too much. Anyway, let's get to the comments because somebody thinks I'm going too far. Let's see. So Trig can get some redemption as a known killer, but Nut but Nut can't. That's crazy. So for the record,
Trig is a known killer like Bacardi. He's never been arrested, but
yeah. Well, okay. So I mean that's true, but also we didn't see Vic on camera being a sex trafficker
Right.
and murdering a woman.
Yes.
There's a
wait a minute. Did y'all catch? I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead a little bit.
Go ahead, Kim.
Did you hear Nuck say?
I would never
put my hands on a woman. It's like, wait a minute. What? You are a damn trafficker, a pimp officially, right? And you have the audacity or nerve to say you would never push her. Don't sit there.
He murdered a woman for her to silence her.
Wait. There you go. There you go, King Cash. Wait. So technically, he didn't put his hands on her. He put the hands on the gun, and then he shot it, and then the bullet killed her. So, hey, what did I say?
So we're believing that Nuck has never put hands on a woman.
No, I'm sure he put the shit out of some of those women. I'm sure he did. But I'm saying, but what the fuck are we doing, y'all, with this show? That we're all of a sudden, he like, can I see my baby? Can I see my baby? You know, I want to see my baby. And I'm like, at least Emmett was like, we get it, bro. That's your son. We get it. Like, shut the fuck up about this. But I'm like, and then Keisha's like, at least I know who my baby daddy is. Someone I loved. You mean the sex trafficker / criminal / murderer? Like, and you're like, and who's wait?
I told you last week, and you
gun with him as he comes to the house to see his son, and she's like,
says his costume is a gangster. What?
And he shows the gun. He's like, look.
Yes.
Damn it! Go watch Good Times. The animated series.
No.
Like,
I told you last week that this was going to be a point of contention between him and Emmett. And it was like, oh, you're blowing it out of proportion. And this is exactly what it was going to be. You know, oh, Keisha, go walk ahead. And she just fakes like she is. And they have a conversation that really goes nowhere.
And remember, Nuck works for Duda. You know, the guy that Keisha's scared of, who's like, he's about to destroy my family, and your baby daddy is the sole member of this group. Like, he's the go-to dude.
Yep, he's the top soldier.
He's the top soldier. Didn't he kill Papa's dad? Wasn't it was him?
Yeah, it was not.
Damn it!
Like he probably the one who killed
No, that was Zay.
No, that was Zay. That was Zay. You saw that. That was Zay.
Yeah,
we'll talk about Kenya. We'll talk about Kenya and her badass decisions. Anyway, I only watch this show to see how stupid it can get. It accepts your challenge. Like every week it says, "Hold up, we haven't hit rock bottom yet, but we're getting there." I'm like, damn it.
Okay, so
why is Nina and the Brat in the show?
Wait, before. All right, if you want to go there, I was going to talk. All right.
Wait. So you want to talk about the Brat right now and this unnecessary stuff?
Why? Okay, first off, the Brat was still pregnant with her son, right? So we can see it on her face, we can see it on her body, right? So you mean to tell me you couldn't get any other person who is out in, who's out and proud, right? To actually be someone who was interested in Nina, you had to get the Brat, the Brat, to come on set to do this, right? Why? And what is the whole point? Like, Nina, to me, is a non-factor in this. They never bring the kids over there to like sit with Nina, as a grandparent, right? She never sees Ronnie. Like, we never see her see Ronnie, right? She's barely seeing Keisha. So I'm like, why don't you just write her off the show like you wrote Dre off the show? Just get rid of Nina. I don't want to see her with the Brat. I do not want to see her with the Brat.
And I'm like, the Brat has been in just about as many episodes this season as Jada. So I'm like,
yeah, you're right. That's true.
Where's Jada? So I would thank you. Well, thank you for this particular conversation as it relates to. I was a positive. Oh. I talked about this last week. I was happy that someone made an effort to acknowledge that Dre is gone. That Keisha came over. Hey, how you doing? The fact that they were. So I'm trying to stay positive. The fact that they acknowledged it, I'm like, okay. I'm still concerned that they're laughing about this. Like, Keisha, you lost the only actual male role model, if you will, in your life. And you're just laughing this shit off because your wife cheated on this woman. You were at their wedding. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you should be taking this a lot more seriously than just like a girlfriend that that y'all just broke up. You know what I'm saying? So I was a little bit upset. And Kevin apparently don't give a fuck. No one even asked to see how Kevin feels about this. I'm like, so I'm a little irritated that season 3 started with their wedding. They made a point to be like, these two women are coming together, and then they did the strap on. I'm not gonna let that go. And then I was like, what? Why? And then now it's just like, it's okay. I'm moving on with the brat. What? I want to see Henrietta in this. That's what I wanted. With the astral glide and everything. Like,
you know that now that Power Force is coming to an end, she's coming back next season. So the brat is just a placeholder.
That's true. But also, again, Henrietta could have came. She's legit. I mean, if you're looking for legit representation, you get Henrietta back in there. She's looking for a job. We saw Dwayne Wayne again. I mean, and now we know that he has a relationship with Duda.
Yes, this is what I was gonna bring. I was like, what the hell type of time jump did I go through? Because his laptop got smashed. Now we didn't even, all off camera. He goes, tells Professor what happened. Professor comes and it says, I know Duda. I'm gonna, and goes off and talks to him. All this stuff happens off camera. It's just he comes in there. I'm like, how does he know? When did he know about the laptop? And he said, protect this with your life, right? No conversation about why the hell did you take this around him? We're gonna finish this book where you're dry snitching, but yet you bring the dry snitching to
the gangster meeting, the birthday party. And again, we still don't know where the actual physical journal is at, which he took notes on and documented his murder. And he probably, documented on the typewriter too, y'all. Like, where's the typewriter? Like, none of this is. Hey, let's get back to the beautiful holiday scene of Keisha and her blended family going out trick or treating. If Nuck wasn't a sex trafficker, pimp, gangster, and murderer, like, this would have been a great scene. Like to Kim's point, she's trying to bring her family together the best we can, right? Emmett is fighting to be the daddy to Ronnie that he wants to be, right?
That he's not to EJ and the other 3 kids, but okay.
Thank you, Kim. I was about to say, I was like, David, what? Fuck Emmett.
Okay, I saw that scene. I swear, David, your face came, and I was like, David's gonna say something about this.
Oh, but he said, I don't want to spoil these kids, which means we must neglect these kids as I do my own.
Wait, Emmett, now you got to understand, y'all been watching this in season 1, episode 1. You got to understand the irony of Emmett saying we don't want to raise spoiled kids. This is an entitled, selfish piece of shit Emmett is. Well, from season
spoiled. Emmett was spoiled.
That's Jada. 100% Jada. Jada turned him into this man who thinks, especially women in particular, are designed to take care of him and get him from point A to point B. Like, so for Emmett to say, but yes, Kim, I was screaming. But this dude was like, excuse me, I'm just trying to be a father to Ronnie. Fuck you, Emmett. You got 2 other sons that don't even know who you are. Fuck you. Like, okay, like no. You don't get Father of the Year for this bullshit right now. Like, you couldn't even bring them for Halloween. You get all your kids together and all of you go trick-or-treating. Right. Like, that's how you do it. Yes. Or at least acknowledge these little boys. Fuck you, Emmett.
No, F this show, because
that's my line.
It's Halloween and it's in June. Like, they know when the show schedule is. You make it Father's Day. That's the perfect holiday for this type of episode.
Well, we know that they already had this has already been done months ago.
But his point is, they know when it airs. Every year it's the same thing. They shoot in the fall and the winter, and they air in the summer. Like this is their cycle.
Yeah,
like,
instead of Halloween trick or treating, it could have been it's Father's Day. Who's getting gifts and what are we doing on Father's Day? That would have made a lot more sense for
They
this.
did Valentine's Day a couple of seasons ago. So
No,
I'm like,
that was last season, and it was in August when they aired it.
and I'm like, what? The losing Amy type, what? The losing Amy's type relationships that she offers. Any thoughts on that one? I don't know what that's supposed to be.
I'm saying, say that again. I'm sorry. Which one was it? Okay, Duda. Let's see. How Duda don't like Bianca anymore, but still working her place of business. I would have kicked him out if I was her. Oh,
I don't know where she wasn't even in this episode, especially when you got
in the episode. Exactly.
When you have Candy there, the wife of Duda. What you need to have is her confronting Bianca or be like, it's my turn. I fuck him Monday to Tuesday. You get him Wednesday, Thursday, like something like that. And like to show that they're still connected or something. His birthday was last week. This was not even brought up.
Remember too. Okay, so what I noticed what they do with Candy and Duda is they make them do this kind of flirting without touching each other. So it's the look that they give each other the look. Because like, when Duda was standing there with the guns and all that stuff, Candy was giving him that kind of look. And then when she was doing sign language and talking to him, they did that whole thing too. And then they kind of came together but stopped.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so they're showing that they love each other and that they are there for each other, but they're not in a traditional marriage. That's not a traditional.
That was all established with Tiara. I mean, to your point. But I'm just saying, like, it's your husband's birthday. Like, I mean, you used to be like, I mean, stop by and give a card or something. I mean, and again, just where Bianca, the Shy knows that they got too many characters on the show already. So why are they adding even more people?
Yeah. All right. So let's get to Emmett's brother, right?
Okay.
When the guy comes up, right, that they've added now to Emmett's brother's backstory, I thought he said, I did time for your son. I thought he was talking about Emmett because I forgot all about this other brother.
Yeah.
He got more into the conversation. I was like,
his son. I did time for your son. And I thought he was talking about Emmett too. I
was like, when it got more into the conversation, I was like, oh yeah, the other kid, right? But I'm like, Emmett has this, we saw him walk Candy through the store, whatever, last week. He don't have jobs to just be handing out. That's like saying, like, when you own a business, it's not like, oh, just give somebody a job. Yeah, it's not like I just have money to just be giving out because positions are filled. Like, I'm just giving somebody some money just to sweep up.
Yeah, but remember, Emmett is also laundering money. So Emmett's not going to pay this guy on the books. This is like a job that's going to be off the books. It may be $50. It's not going to be
I would think that he would have to be on the books. If he just came out of prison, he's probably on parole and needs a job. Which is why he went there.
He's on probation. But they didn't mention how he got out because some people actually get out without being on probation, and some people have probation. So they didn't say how he got out,
This is the Shy. So let's not do any of this. We just saw Victor get off of federal like murder charges. No one even know who the prosecutor was, what evidence that they had, and it was just over. So
no. Like this made my head hurt. Like because it made no legal sense at all. And I'm like, I guess.
Jamani, why are you even looking for this show to be
right? You're doing too much for this show, bro. You're doing too much. You gotta let that go. You gotta let that go, bro. We don't even know who the FBI agents were when she was.
This is a fantasy world that they.
When she was talking, her subcredit name was FBI. When he was getting like the woman didn't even have a name. It was just FBI's arresting him. I'm like the whole agency. I was like, damn. I was like, what?
But the judge, all of this judge stuff, I'm like. He was arrested, but now, like, at what point in the process are we at that? I know the general public doesn't know what a Brady violation is, right?
I don't know. What is a Brady violation, Jamani?
That means that they've hidden stuff in discovery, which means you're pretty much about to go to trial or at trial. It's like the whole hiding of the sketch in Power when she had
Yeah.
the sketch of No More.
Tommy.
Yeah. So I'm like, what was the evidence that
Was hit.
was being hidden, right?
Yeah,
And if some evidence was being hidden to exonerate him, who does it now put blame on? Because if it's exonerating you,
it has to be pointing somewhere else. You're saying.
yeah, where is it pointing now? And it's being dismissed, but is it being dismissed with prejudice? Because if it's not being dismissed with prejudice, then that means we can, if we get some more evidence, we can bring these charges back.
I think they're setting it up for Douda. I think Douda is definitely going down.
Y'all doing too much. This is over. This is over.
I'm just you can't just say, Brady violate. You're just naming legal terms.
Yes. This is the same show that, again, you don't even know who the DAs are. You don't know who the FBI agents were. You don't know the evidence. We don't even know how much bail was. I forgot to bring up that stupid shit last episode. So Douda was able to give Jake enough money to pay Victor's bail, but how much was the bail? Like we don't even know that. He just magically.
Well, we know that it wasn't enough because Jake gave the money, and they also had to do they had to take a loan. What is it? A loan? Is it a loan on his mortgage on Trig's house? Because remember, Leon said to him like he didn't know that Trig didn't know that they put up his house for bail. And Leon was like, "Yeah, well, we had to do, and he said, "I understand."
Oh, I didn't. I thought
it was the house and Jake and the money can do that. Yeah,
I thought Douda covered it. So to your point, at this point, they had to talk about their relationships because they didn't talk about weed. Actually, to your point, but they actually did though, because Tiffany came to Nuck came to Tiffany in the middle of her weed operation. And was like, and she's like, "Hey, don't roll up on me like this," and da. So weed was involved, not to the extent that it's done before. And she's like, "I'm the one that got us here. No, you and Dominique got you here, and Dominique is gone once again. Probably fucking Jamal, I guess that's his name. Like, when is that gonna come back around or come in or something's coming? That's what I'm saying. But like, what is happening with these characters? Also, I want to talk about Maisha. Maisha's official photographer now. What?
Yes. Well, I mean, she did make a real statement, because I've actually heard this statement from many people who just graduated from high school. So she said that you don't have to be just one thing. You can be anything you want to be, and you have the right to, like, she can switch it up if she wants to. And she's right. She doesn't have to be a rapper. That's not her only thing that she can be. She can be whatever she wants to be. And I like that they actually made her say that. If she's interested in photography, she can go to school for photography.
When
you have money, how does she have money to explore all of these career realms that she has? It doesn't.
It's not. So Kim, to your point, it's nothing wrong with her having a wide range of, it makes her a better character. That's not an issue. But again, this is season 6. And she's been not once she ever been like, "Hey, picked up a camera, an iPhone, nothing."
But you already understand that they're changing the trajectory of these characters.
All right.
This is all. I'm just saying. You know that Nuck is now a great guy and a father. We know Nuck is a horrible person, but they're trying. Bakari, he killed people. He killed Ronnie. Yeah. But now all of a sudden he's like a troubled kid who needs someone to be there for him, and he, feel sorry for Bakari. And I'm like, they're trying to change Bakari too. Like they're changing these characters, and Jake is now responsible and has, his own apartment, and he's doing the fashion. And I'm like, Jake used to be like, he wanted to be in the life when his other brother was alive.
Yes. Season 1 and 2.
So you changed him too. So I guess they're doing it on purpose. They're trying to say that just because previously they wanted to be these other things, now they've grown up and matured and want to be other things. Doesn't mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but this show doesn't make a lot of sense. So,
but Bakari, right? We all criticized the whole Coogie appearance last season. Did they just have him give this confession, like, I'm going to tell you what type of dreams I have this episode to explain why Coogie was older? Like, he looks the way he would look if he had lived.
Yeah.
Jamon, I did not know who he was talking about when he said that part, and I didn't give a fuck. I didn't realize he was talking about Coogie. I really didn't. He was telling the story, and I was like, "Who's he talking about?" I said, "I don't give a fuck." Like it's let's just keep this moving. But to your point, that's a great idea that they thought about it, and they were like, "Hey, let's."
Because he's a much older person now, and he looks completely different. Yeah.
Age, like vampires age.
Right.
Their children, like you have to figure that out. Yeah, in season 4 and 5, Amari the kidnapper was Ronnie's father. In season 6, Nuck is the father. In season 7, there will be a twist that Nuck isn't the father, and nobody will know who the real pops is. Like what? Wow. Because to your point, okay, how about this? Every time Ronnie cried in the last 2 episodes, it was sickle cell. Oh my God, the cry means he has to go to the hospital. Now he's crying like, oh, he's just a spoiled little bitch. And I'm like, what happened to the sickle cell? Like, I thought that was the thing. Like, and then
remember, she said in the beginning that he hasn't had any symptoms, that he's been doing okay. She told Nuck that. So he's crying. I mean, he's just being a child. Children cry.
That came later, though. My point is the crying came before that. Like when it was, because I was wondering why they didn't talk about it.
Doesn't mean, okay, just because a child cried when he had the sickle cell flare up doesn't mean every single time he cries is about that.
I'm just saying, before it was like not big. I just would. All of a sudden, we're supposed to be like, okay, like we're supposed to know the difference in the cries. We barely hear this kid even talk.
The thing is, you can't just sit there and say he cried for sickle cell, so now every time he cries is about sickle cell.
Give me one more. I want to see him care about his kid. Just give me one more. I don't know.
Well, he sat there and said, "Oh, I didn't even know I carried that trait," and all this other types of stuff, or whatever.
It was just, again, but at least they tried to address it, Kim. I'm gonna try to stay positive. They because I was like, "Are you gonna get back to the sickle cell thing?" And it's like, so they made an effort. They made an effort.
That was just a plot device so that they could reveal that Nook was. You're not. As she said, it's not a death sentence. It's treatable. So therefore, it will not be brought up again.
To your point, Jamon, and that's why I thought they were trying to do. That they're going to be like, yeah, it makes no sense. All of a sudden, the professor knows Duda. Bro, everybody knows Duda. Everybody knows Duda. Oh my God, Brittany, you work for Duda? Who doesn't work for Duda in some way, form, or fashion? How many times? Yeah, it was not going to say, that's my son. You know, that's my son.
Oh my God, he got on my nerves. Now, I'm not a fan of Emmett, but you do not have to continuously say, because he's my son, because he's my son. He's been your son 10 seconds, dude. Relax. And Emmett knows he's your son, right? You don't have to tell the man who's actually raising your child when you're not around that that's your son. He knows it's your son. Pump the brakes, dude. Like, relax. So I thought that was like overkill for no reason at all, but just to give like conflict between Nuck and Emmett.
Yes, I was like, this is too much. And again, we know Nuck's history. We know who Nuck is. Don't act like we don't. And like, so I'm not favoring him just because all of a sudden he wants to acknowledge one of his probably many kids. Kiss my ass. This is the first child he's had out of wedlock. No, he got a couple.
The only one that a woman was actually that actually wanted to say that he was the father. Probably all the other kids they were like, you don't have a father.
Or again, it could have been one of those poor sex slaves, to be honest. You don't know what happened to them. It would take one investigative reporter 15 minutes to connect Duda to Victor. They had a whole custody battle in court over Jake. That's true. That's true. Hey, you know who's a reporter? Fatima. And what happened to that? Like none of the I don't know.
Crying.
She's crying in her girlfriend's bosoms to be like, hey, am I gonna get my murderer back one day, baby? One day. Let's see. Doesn't the pastor remind you of Bishop Lamont Whitehead, the church in Brooklyn that was robbed on camera?
Yeah.
It's so again, taking characters and making them like not relatable anymore. They've turned. I want to blame the pastor, but they've turned Papa into this money grubbing snitch bitch. And I'm like, I'm not happy with any of this. Like every time he opens his mouth, he's like, yo, need that cash. Lord needs money. And of all the things he snitches on, he's like, hey, pastor, it's 9 o'clock. Do you know who your wife is fucking? That's a good question.
Okay, and can I talk about that for 1 second?
Come
This
on, Kim.
is
Come on,
my
Kim.
prediction.
Come on, Kim.
I think that he is a down low male. Okay.
All
And
right.
he's married. He's only been married to this beautiful young girl for like 5 years. I think she's a beard.
Okay.
And so therefore that's what I think. So
I like that.
I may be wrong,
I
but
like
I
that.
think that's where this is going to come.
I like that.
Hold on. Is that the reason why we've been seeing Victor's AIDS? Because there's no real reason.
Yeah, why are we seeing them? Jumaane, I'm telling you, with that scene that we got, I have don't get me wrong, I don't have any problem with men on men. I don't, right? But I don't, we didn't need this. We did not need this.
I don't even know the guy that was sucking them off.
I don't
even know who this dude is. Like,
nobody knows who he is. He's one of those guys that I think this guy had on the side, and he stopped sleeping with him, right, for a little while, and now they starting stuff back up because he's feeling insecure.
I might but to your point, he was on Instagram. It wasn't like it was Grindr. Yes. He was on Instagram and just randomly saw this dude and it was like, you want to fuck? And he's yes.
Because remember he said, the guy said, you hadn't called me in a while. Right.
But
so
I'm
they,
saying, but like all
I'm
saying, but like all of a sudden it was like, again, like this man is on his knees and I'm like, I don't need to see this shit. Like, come on, bro. Like, I don't need this. What are we trying to achieve?
Out of nowhere. It's not like when you're watching P-Valley and there's a relationship, you know what I'm saying, that's going on.
It's something.
These are side characters of side characters.
Yes. On top of that, I can't even name this guy, and I'm watching him getting his dick sucked. I don't need this. This is not helpful. Like, but to your point, we find Pastor Dollar on his knees, then it makes sense.
Yes. And let me tell you, I have a feeling that maybe that guy could be involved with that pastor.
Yeah,
there's a reason.
Let's do that. Let's tie that together. That together. Papa comes into the office one day and pastor's getting it. And he's gonna be like, oh, never mind, never. But no, seriously though, we don't see Papa confront Jake over Kenya and her modeling, which has not been identified. He don't confront Zay for dating Kenya. No. It's, hey, I saw your wife at my friend's place, and now I'm snitching on my friend because you was a bitch. And I'm like, that was a bitch move there, Papa. And I'm not respecting Papa right now. Like, it's not looking good for him. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what they're doing with this character.
And then why is Kenya still? She knows that Zay is a soldier for Duda. So he's a criminal, right?
Right?
Why are you dating him?
What?
Like what? I don't understand. There's to be honest with you, I have nothing against the actor himself, but his character has no charisma. He's not, there's nothing about him that's attractive.
Nothing.
So I'm like, what? Why are you with him? Papa was more attractive than him.
I thought that she was dating him to get Papa jealous. But now, I don't know, maybe she likes him or something.
I think she likes him because, like, women always they like the bad boys for some stupid reason. I was one of those women. And then when you realize that, she's going to realize that Papa is the one she should have been with because Papa is a caring, loving,
it's not like she turned him away.
Yeah, that's not fair. Papa's the one that dumped her. So that's not. But I mean, to your point, she should be. But once again, Lena Waithe has ensured that every straight woman on this show continues to make bad decisions. Like this is consistent. And Kenya is just another example of Keisha and all of them really. All of them make dumbass decisions.
I don't even know. Gay, straight, or otherwise, all of them make dumb decisions.
I'm just saying, but these straight women, no, seriously, they continue to be with people that are going to end up in jail or get them arrested along with it. And I'm like, it is insane. Dre will be back. Since Force got canceled. So but again, so they kind of left it open. Jumaane brought that up. They completely forgot about Nina's first wife. So I kind of surprised that they mentioned Dre. That is true. Wait a minute.
Wait, Nina's first wife.
She had a husband.
No, she had a husband.
Who died. Who died after they were divorced.
Yeah.
And then Nina was her first actual wife. I mean, Dre was her first wife.
Yeah. Dre, like you said, Dre had a girlfriend before Nina, but that I mean, that's not the one we met. I mean, even in the show, they acknowledged her. I do, if I remember correctly. How Duda don't like Bianca anymore, but still working at a place. Oh, but yeah, we got there. I would kick them out of there. Anyway, that's just a revolving relationship. Again, like she's already shooting season 7, so I mean, the character is not going anywhere. Dwayne Wayne is so dead. He's not even relevant to be killed. Like it's like he's there because we know him. It's nostalgia, but I don't see Duda doing that. I mean, he would try to kill Victor first. But to your point at this trial, if this show is credible, Duda would be worried because he would be like, if Victor's not going down, then I'm going down. And because the FBI is not going to let this go, right? But none of this has been discussed. Duda has not even mentioned this fact that they're looking into the murder of the Q, which he actually did. Not at all. And it doesn't make any sense. Duda is a hypocrite. He orders Alonzo's death for threatening him. Darnell live for the same thing. I mean, it's just I think the actor just was gone, and they need to figure out a way to get rid of him, so they just killed the character, I guess. Also, real quick, I want to talk about Shad looking like a fake ass Shaft.
Okay, wait, when you get to that, right? That is a positive of mine. I know it's supposed to be a serious moment, but I laughed my ass off at the end.
When?
The ending, the very ending, where he comes in for Duda and he walks out. I laughed my ass off. I know it's supposed to be serious, but I laughed my ass off.
No, that he looked again. He continues to look stupid as fuck. You know that jacket belonged to her ex-man, her dead ex-man now, and you still wearing it like some kind of cloak of honor or of armor or some shit.
No, it's the top. He's super fly.
He's super like, come on, man, I got it, and it's only him. It's only.
Oh, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, wait a minute. So first off, where's Duda's men? Because Duda should never be alone. That's one thing,
also
right?
True. Also
and then when Lynn Whitfield came in, I can't remember her character's name, but anyway, when she came walking in there trying to be all tough and stuff, I was like, well, the only person you have with you is Shad? That's it?
That's it? Like, Duda by himself could kill both of them. Like, he don't need Nuck or Zay. Like, I could just kill you two of you right now and be done with it.
He could have snapped her neck. Just snapped it.
Her old ass would just be like,
and hit the gun out of Rashad's hand.
That's it. He could take the gun and shoot her with his gun. That's what I want to see. I want to see Duda be like, give me this gun, bitch. I'm a beat you, and I'm gonna shoot this woman and be done with it. And smoke a cigar. He has to have lung cancer by now. Like he goes through like 5 cigars an episode. He has to have lung cancer. Like if he lives in real life, I'll be surprised. I'll be absolutely surprised. Like his lungs got
people. There's a lot of people who smoke cigars, like a lot, and
to the extent that he does. I'm saying to film. Imagine to film.
No, I don't think those are real cigars. Like
they're not. They're herbal. It's an herbal thing. Yeah.
All right. I'm like, God damn.
Cigarettes are not real. They're herbal. All of that stuff. When they smoke in the weed, it's herbal stuff. It's not actually anything. I've heard actors say that it does make them nauseous.
Yeah.
All right. Keith did a 6-year bid for Damon. Let's talk about this silly shit. So Darnell is like, hey, I want Keith to work at the same place as Damon, and somehow this is not going to be an issue. Like every day I'm looking at the dude that I did 6 years for. Like that doesn't make any sense. Okay.
And David, this is what got me. The guy went to jail for what? Robbery. So now you have him working in a restaurant, and guess what's going to happen?
He's going to get robbed.
He's going to rob the place. He's going to hold Damien as a hostage, and then eventually they're going to kill the.
Wow.
No, I don't think it's going to necessarily be robbery. I think he's going to be shorting up the register, and who's going to find out? But the money man.
The money man. Yeah. I like Kim's idea of robbery, but they're not going to go so far with the whole hostage situation. Like they'll come in one day and all the money's gone. To your point, like he will clean out that record.
I can see that too.
Again, if this writers have any kind of sense, he's also going to steal all the money that Duda is supposedly laundering through that place.
Yeah.
And that's where you get Duda like, I'm murdering all of you because you're supposed to be saving my money, and now it's gone. and I'm gonna find Damon, and then Damon ends up dead. Like that. Oh no, excuse me, Keith will end up dead. Like that.
I don't understand. Okay, so Jackie Long is playing this character, right? Jackie Long has been in a couple of really good series, right? He's been in some really good movies and stuff. I don't understand why they keep bringing really great caliber actors to this show, and then they get rid of them. Like Leon, even though we haven't seen Leon in a lot of stuff, he's deep, but he does other things to make money. Leon is one of those caliber. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a really good actor, right? And then he's gone now. He was on how many episodes, and now he's gone. So with Jackie Long, it's going to be the same thing. Why are you bringing these characters on only to kill them off?
Or like you said, they just don't exist anymore. Lala is just here and then not here, and no one acknowledges either way, right?
Yeah.
Alonzo cost too much. He had to go. I get that.
Yeah.
We got. It's very ironic that Rashad didn't take the straps from Duda, but he had the strap on Duda to protect Alicia. Yeah. Rashad definitely looked like Shaft in that moment. Yo, I'm telling you, Chris, I was like, Chris is being a father for Father's Day weekend, so he couldn't be here. But he's here with us in spirits. You mean parole, not probation? Excuse me, I didn't know there was a difference.
There's definitely a difference. Probation means you don't go to jail, and parole is you're finishing out your time on the street from your actual prison sentence.
All right, so he's on parole because he did just get out of prison. So he's likely on parole. But to your point, he would have a parole officer, which we never see because that's a form of law enforcement, and the Chi don't do law enforcement. So you don't have to worry about any of that shit. No.
They voted to bring back the police, remember?
They voted to fund, which you will never see them. like they're gonna get plenty of money to stay out of the hood.
Well, I believe power in the Chi are one universe. So old boy from the barbershop done killed the parole officer in the
That's right.
Oh yeah,
that would be good. That would be good if Diamond's parole officer was Damon's parole officer too. That would be good. We got let's see what else we got. Thank you, DeMarcus, for what? Rashad said, get your hands off my woman. Hilarious. There was a lot of I couldn't count, but there was a lot of niggas in this episode. Like this was a very nigga heavy dialogue episode. That being said, did you hear the nigga song that was playing at church?
Yeah.
I was like,
okay, so wait a minute about that church scene, right? Okay, so Papa is saying that Halloween is the devil's holiday. Okay. Yeah. All right, a lot of people feel that way.
Very pop, yeah.
So if you feel that way, the church is having a dance party on Halloween, and because they're trying to play religious rap, they're better than Jake's holiday party. I was confused. What? I was like, you're still celebrating something, right? Yes. I was like, this makes no sense to me. Either you're celebrating the Halloween or you're not. Like, what is happening?
Well, I kind of get it. That's like Indigenous Peoples Day taking over Columbus Day. Like they're trying to.
No, it's not the. It's not. I hear you, but it's not the same thing because from a religious perspective, you're like this is like you want to reject the devil. It's like this is like especially this version. This is like devil light. Like if you're like, hey, don't go out and get candy and do worldly shit. Come to church and listen to nigga music, and we'll let you dance here, so we know where you're at.
Rap. Remember, it was Christian rap. Because there was a little bit of words in there that was about Christ and God and stuff like that. If you listen to the rap, it was.
Those niggas in it. Let's not do that. Like so let's not do this, bro. Like
niggas is not. It's not religious, but niggas is. Remember,
I'm sorry.
We
please,
changed that word to mean something else. So
let's not do this. I was very disappointed in all of this. I was like, this is damn it. And then I was like, anyway, Jake is missing Tatiana. That head must have been good because he was like, girl.
No, Jake is being a bitch right about now, and I don't like soft men.
Again.
He's whining. He's whining about being with.
Come on, that's sloppy toppy. That's sloppy top. I mean, sometimes when it's either her or Gemma. Come on now, one of them probably does it better. So there's that.
But he was talking like he had his nose open, like he was really.
Come on, man.
Yep, like his feelings is in it, right, Jumanji? Like
he had them legs open. She probably doing something. You know, see, he got himself an older woman. You don't know that. You don't know that stuff. He's like, oh,
she
shit.
was attracted to him because he was playing it cool. He was not paying any attention to it,
right.
And now that's what's turning her off.
He played himself. No, you're right. You're right. It's not gonna happen, y'all. It is not gonna happen. But I would love to see her suck off Papa. Like I would love, like that would be hilarious.
I can't with you, David.
It's not gonna happen. It's not going. They're not gonna let Papa like elevate to that level. But if he had that kind of swag, like, hey, pastors get the draws. Let's be real. They're good with people. They're in positions of authority. Pastors get draws.
Oh, okay? Have you seen Tubi? Oh, yeah. Every movie on there, half of the movies on there are about pastors getting it.
So Papa could get it. I
think Pastor, aside from what Kim's theory is, what if they're swingers and they invite Papa?
Could be.
Papa to come swing.
I'm saying, okay, I hear, and again, so either one of these are, let's bring it all together. So then Jake and Papa get invited to the party, and they're like, hey, let's just see what happens, right? They're like, hey, I'll take one, you take one, maybe we swap it out, and they both go, we need to get out this church immediately. Like, this is not where we need to be. And I was like, oh shit. And they just move on. Like something needs to happen for Papa to realize he's made the wrong decisions.
Yes,
and he's to go back home and take care of his own church with his own mama, and get his dad's church back online or something. Jake is about to be a father. See, I was thinking that too. I was thinking either
wait, with Gemma again?
No, the wife. Like the wife end up pregnant. I was thinking the wife, or because Gemma is too easy. And they already did that. So, like, for the mama, that would be different. But again, hey, how is Gemma, who lost her baby because of Bakari, is like, wow, I'm so proud of you that you're writing a book and you're in touch with yourself.
Well, remember, she forgave him.
Get the fuck out of here. I was like, it's just like, yo, it's like we gotta forget. Setting up Nuck and Tiffany next I see. I don't know. See, Nuck. Okay, let me show. Like Nuck has swag. If you can forget or you didn't know the wild shit he did before now, he's the kind of gangster that women be like, I'll give him some draws. But like Zay is not. Zay Kim is like, you forget. You be like, well, what is sex trafficking really? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly, right? Yeah.
It's like he didn't do it to me. He didn't do it to me. So I mean, he could be better for me. But maybe that's what Keisha said. Keisha could remember, y'all. Season 1, she's making bad decisions. Like this is consistent.
But Keisha's always made bad decisions.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't got nothing to do with the writing.
With Emmett and gets with Nuck. That's a horrible. Even though Emmett is not the best, but he's better than Nuck.
He is better than Nuck. That I will give you. If you got to choose between a sex trafficker and Emmett
and murderer,
excuse me, you pick Emmett.
Yes.
There you go. Don't ever underrate a woman's power to get money. Okay, you need to narrow that down a little bit. But she used the $5 from her rap career to buy a camera. I love it. But remember King Cash, she was killing it when she first started. Yeah. I mean, she had a professional photo shoot. Somehow she didn't shoot the pictures herself, which she should have did because now she's a professional photographer. And she had a bigger social media profile than Papa. So they rewrote her character to all of a sudden now she's this up and coming rapper and nobody know who she is. And I was like, what? So like it's like they brought her down so they could build her back up, I guess, for some reason. Oh, working together. So with Gemma saying, hey, Maisha, why don't you take pictures of Brittany, bringing these two together? We've been saying, why doesn't Jake use his hip hop line to fashion the two rappers, or now the one rapper, and bring those worlds together? And then they could be helping each other. You know, also, what happened to Jake's fashion line? Like, when's the last time he made a sale or anything or whatever?
Well, they haven't shown it in a couple of episodes.
And Zay bought it all out.
No, he's fronting the money. Like he didn't actually take the merchandise. And so it's actually
some merchandise though. He didn't take it all, but he took some of it.
Well, also the first lady was also sucking him for merchandise. So maybe that's the thing. I don't know. And actually bringing snacks. I appreciate that. That's respect. Papa needs to mind his business. You're right, man. He's snitching. That's disrespect. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's jealous. I don't know.
And he says the first lady's wife. I'm like, when Joe Biden get on the show?
You so silly. I don't know if Pastor is down low because he looked right. He looked legit hurt when Papa told. Yeah, when he told him. Granted, Pastor also ain't surprised that she's cheating though. That's true. That's true. But you can still be hurt and still like penis. Like these are not.
Yeah.
Especially she's not telling you, or now other people know, right?
Yeah. Because now it could be embarrassing to him. Yeah. So
right?
yeah.
I mean, similar to Duda and Candy's character, right? Like they have a quote open relationship, but not everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? And if being a pastor, that could be a thing. Again, since we're talking about Halloween and children, why was Kenya not taking her son out trick-or-treating or being a mother of any sort? I just want to put that out there since kids were being seen. Papa made me mad because I know it's wrong. First lady was cheating, but Jake is your best friend. Yeah, and Papa shouldn't be dry snitching. I don't know, man. He jealous, bro. He jealous. That's all that is. That guy.
No, Papa is doing what a lot of people do when they're religious. They're trying to act like they're higher than you. Like you know, even when he was talking to Jake and he was like, I'm you know, that was this is the devil's day.
Yeah.
Talking down to them. Yeah. And Jake was reminding him, dude, you used to love this holiday. But now because you back into the church, you putting us down. And that's not what I thought Christians should be doing. But Christians do that a lot.
I'm like, why did he go to that party to begin with? He should have just went to.
He was handing out flyers for his party.
Yeah, for his party.
He was actually handing out flyers for his party. But I think it was S.J. Smith. I think it was. If not, I'm not giving credit where credit's due. Someone in the comments of the last video said that Papa in season 1 or 2 actually said, I want to be a rich pastor. In short, I don't want to be a broke pastor like my dad. I want to be a rich pastor with a nice car, and I want to be balling out to an extent. And
but he didn't know what that meant, though. Think about it, because he was young, right? He's seeing that, but he doesn't know what that means. That means you're taking from your congregation. I don't think he knew that part of it.
Well, the
but
money
now he sees it now.
But I'm saying it'd be interesting if they bring that back to show that maybe this is where this is coming from. That he's starting to see that it can become. And again, churches cost money, so I mean if that is your job. So it depends how the person's run. But most pastors, I mean, the money comes from the congregation. It does come from the church.
I mean, it does, but it's what you do with it. It's like, what you do with it, right? Like most churches, you give to you know, and the pastor has to have a salary, right? That's normal for them to have a salary. The church needs to be fixed. So you have like different, you know, fundraisers and things like that, right? Yeah. And then also, you know, it can come from the plate, you know, that you pass around the offering. But where it kind of blurs the line is when your pastor and the first lady of the church have Mercedes-Benz trucks, and then they live in a house on a hill, and it's like the most beautiful house in the world. That's where it, you know, that's when it becomes fuzzy. Right?
Well, I would submit to that, and I've seen this in churches that, you know, and not at the same like the mega church level, but the same level where if a pastor's life that should not exceed his congregation's life.
That's
to your point.
That's it.
If you got the congregation where, again, some of them may not have jobs, like some they, you know, and like, you know, welfare is the thing, and you're always preaching about, you know, you're going to get your come up. And I've seen churches like that, but like the pastor got a Cadillac, he got a house, like then you're abusing your church thing, right?
Absolutely.
But if you one of those churches where the average member is making $100,000, then you all right. You know what I'm saying? Like then you can be like the money is equal. Like and no one's really taking advantage of. But even so, I would say that's what I would be concerned with is when the pastors.
It's a matter of, are you on salary or are you pimping? Because he's like, here's your cut of your fundraising.
It sounded so bad. Like it was really. I was like, oh my God. That's like a drug deal.
That is a hustle move to be like, yo, this is your cash cut.
Yeah.
Like Papa is not. How you not seeing these signs? Like how you?
Because he's young.
He's
gonna see it. He's gonna see it. I'm telling you, it's gonna come to a head. He's
willfully ignorant. I
Yeah.
would say, like, I mean, because he's a
Wait,
very
wait. I'm gonna say something. I know you're gonna say something. You're not gonna agree, right? But go with me, right?
please.
Okay.
They made a point to put the QR code on the projector, and everybody's with their phone
Yeah,
thinking. So you're basically digitally sending money. You're sending wire transfers,
Yeah.
but he gives him a cash cut.
Cash.
Where did the money come from?
no, Jamani,
Exactly.
you're absolutely facts. You're absolutely facts. So, like, what I'm used to in those kind of situations, and I saw this one church again. It was a well-off congregation, right? And the pastor was like, "We got X amount of people that want to go to this retreat. I need 15 grand right now." And people just came up to cash. And in about 10, 15 minutes, he had 15 grand. And that wasn't even half the congregation that came up there. So it's like, but to your, like, that's cash money, so you can see how you divvy it out. But you're right. If he had a QR code that is digital, he cashed it in. That's money. That's
But
money.
we know
laundering.
that Duda is running money through there,
Yes.
so he's getting cash money from Duda. So
So-
that could have been part of what he gave to Papa.
So to that point, instead of Zay giving money to Jake to invest in his fake ass FUBU line, you should see Zay at these kind of events putting in 20, 50, 40, 50 grand into the church. And Papa's like, wow, they're that committed to the growth of this youth center? No, they're laundering the money. Like,
Yes. I remember in Power, right? Ghost said, "Yeah, I need I'm having a big party,
Yes.
send these girls in.
Yes.
This is the money. Make sure they spend every dollar
Yes.
in the
Yes.
club." We
Yes.
should see Zay bring like all these people in and
Yes.
put all of that money in the collection plate.
Yes.
Mhm.
We have never seen that in all the, and we watch a lot of them. Of all the drug shows we watch, the closest thing we got was Kane in season 1 of Power Book 2 robbing a church. But like, no one's ever been like, hey, we put the money in the collection plate, and at the end of the day, we take that money because it's ours. Like, never. And it's a cash tax exempt business. Like, why has no drug dealers figured this out? Like, I mean, it doesn't make sense. In the first 2 seasons, Nina had a wife named Karen, who Kevin and Keisha acknowledged was their other mom. Really?
I don't remember that.
I don't remember. Okay, I don't remember that. I thought Dre was the first. Dre's ex was Monica. I know Dre had a girlfriend before in seasons 1 and 2. I remember that. I don't remember. I don't
remember Nina having a wife named Karen.
I don't remember that. So that was after the husband. So she got a divorce, got married, got divorced, and then got with Dre. I mean that's okay. I mean, I get.
We got that therapy session last season.
Thank you, Jamani. That's what I would rather be seeing. The therapy. The Keisha, that was a great scene when Keisha and Nita were trying to work out their shit, and I'm saying, and be like, let's do that. Like, let's get back to that, and something instead of some of the silly shit we're doing. When I was on stage, we used to type chalk, and it looked like cigarettes. Oh, I get it. Okay, and it would be powder that looked like smoke. It just looked like real cigars to me. I'm just saying, dude, especially Sarah Paulson, like in any Ryan Murphy thing she does, she goes through like a pack of something every scene. I'm like, how are you still alive? Like,
it's herbal, and like I said, it's herbal.
That's
it's
a
not
lot of
real,
herbs.
but it is nauseating though.
That's a lot of herbs.
Yeah.
Kim, you know damn well the saying was not Christian. They said niggas like 3 times.
Look, I heard God. I heard.
He said praying, or something like that.
Yeah,
Yep.
pray, niggas. Y'all have to watch clips. Have y'all watched? I haven't. I know people have asked us to review it. Is it every week or did it?
Yes, it's every week. We're halfway through right now.
Fuck it. So like when it's over, I'll binge it and we can do it then. I guess
it's only 6. It's only gonna be 6 episodes.
All right, then that's fine. I can't. I'm not watching that shit every week. Like, it needs to be done, so I can just get through it. But we will review it as a season. Okay, we'll review it as a season. But I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Huh?
It's a limited series. It's not like a season.
All right, thank you, Joanne. Yeah, it has to be. I mean, it's a true story. It can't have that shit go on for multiple seasons. But I thought it was gonna be like 10 episodes. I was like, nah, I'm tapping out. Like, it was only 6 episodes. Like the Bill Clinton thing. Like, I know who sucked what. Like, come on, why we? This should be a movie. Anyway, I'm sorry. Hi, Sharice. How you go? This one ain't got no deal. I'm saying hi, Sharice. I appreciate you. We'll talk about this on Monday. All right. Come on, let's wrap this up and get the Power Book 2, which was better than this, and that's not saying anything. Okay, anything. I mean, damn it. I'm going to shit on that episode. Like,
back to the classroom.
I'm shitting all over that episode. Like, I was like, God, I hated this. Anyway, all right, Jamani, you're up. Any final words for the Chi, please?
We gave it our best. If you thought we struggled to give you positives for this, wait until 5 minutes from now. I don't know where this show is going. Peace and love. Like, subscribe, comment.
Thank you, Giovanni. We'll see you in the NYC.
Damn.
All right. Boop. All right, Kim. We met our quota for subscribers, to let you know. So I appreciate that. But any final words to the people before we move on to Tariq and Braden?
Oh, no. I mean, I don't have any predictions or anything about this show because it's just unpredictable. But anywho, thank you, chat. We love you, love you, love you. Thank you for joining us today. And please don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 5 minutes with Power Ghost. So please jump on that one. Also, we're trying to get 500 views per video. So share the video, talk to people, let them know that they should be watching Iron Panther. We're fun. We enjoy ourselves while we're reviewing shows. So we're trying to get to 500 per video, 500 views per video. And then also we're at 2,000 subscribers. We're trying to get to 2,500 subscribers by December 15th. So please share the video with anyone and everyone. And we thank you very much. Hit the notification bell so you know when the next video is coming. And we'll be back in 5 minutes. Again, thank you guys.
Thanks, Kim. So we did hit our mark on time and actually early. So we're gonna do a giveaway. So no one ever actually does this. If you email me at the Iron Panther email address in every single video, okay, and say, hey, how you doing? Just give me a comment. You will be in the running for a Amazon gift card. I would do so. Email me. In the email, use the email address in the description of every one of our videos. And this weekend and next weekend, we will be doing Amazon gift card giveaways. We like to give back to those people who make us something. And we do appreciate all of you. But yeah, we gotta get to this silly ass show called Power Book 2. But we're gonna do it, and then I'm shit on the show a lot. I ate a lot of fiber, so it will help me out. Because I was mad. I was mad. Anyway, I'm sorry. I digress. Ending, and I'll see you later. Hey guys, jump to the next video. I'll be there. I will say thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. I see people watching us in the chat.
I enjoy the view very much. I don't know what the fuck.
I will say thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. I see people watching us in the chat.
I enjoy the view very much. I don't know what the fuck I was watching.
Rewatch this when we're done. Rewatch this. You'll see what we're talking about. You're gonna be like, oh shit.
Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
You want to go ahead.
Oh shit.
Stacey, do your thing.
Fuck that shit.
But anyway, please like and share and comment on the video and all that kinds of stuff. As they say, we're just gonna end this broadcast and say bye.